And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's good, YouTube, man? Thank y'all for tuning into I Am Fresh, and we are back at it again with another video. And to my Fresh fam, thank y'all so much for always tuning in with your boy.
Yeah, boy.
As you can tell by the title of the video, and if you haven't noticed already by my shirt, not one but two red dot optics sent to us from Gideon. Thank y'all so much for sending these out right here. This makes it possible for us to bring this to the channel so I can bring it to you all. And you got the shirt size right, so thank you for keeping the boy nice and fresh.
Hey, man.
Alright, so I think the first one, man, we'll start off with the Alpha and then we'll roll into the Rock. I went on ahead and mounted the Rock already just so you guys have a taste and a good idea for what it looks like actually mounted, as well as I'll provide some examples of some alternative platforms that you can also mount these optics on as well too. So y'all come over here and sit with me, man, so we can get this thing on the tabletop and y'all can see what I see. So of course, you know, when you get something, it's more so about the quality of the product itself to make sure that that's functioning and, you know, doing as advertised. But I still enjoy, you know, unboxing and unpackaging a good quality product. I enjoy the presentation. And then one thing about the Gideon packaging is it looks really good, man. I really like it a great deal. As you can see on the back, it's got a small rundown spec sheet on the back of the packaging as well too, so I thought that was kind of cool. We can open this bad boy up, man. I spent, you know, hundreds of dollars on optics before, and they just came in a generic, you know, little cardboard box, man, with nothing in it. So just the optic itself. So I appreciate this, man. You got your cool little sticker, and as you can see, you got your guide to the red dot as well. You know, anything you need to know is going to be right here in your manual. But of course, you got that lens cloth to clean off any fingerprints. And as you can see, you're getting your different variations of screws to, you know, be able to be compatible with your different optics plate configurations as well too. So they give you a nice little spec sheet, and then as you can see, there's all your screws. Then you're also getting two tools as well too to help you with torquing down and tightening those optics down, as well as a battery replacement if you need be. All right guys, so now that we got this thing in hand, first impressions based on the looks and feel, it feels really good. I mean, it's just right, perfect for EDC. The housing in which the lens is in is made out of T6 aluminum, so that's just going to really help with keeping the weight down as well as not compromising on that durability. As you can see, there are your knobs to adjust for windage and elevation when you're zeroing this thing in. I've gotten optics before where I went to adjust it and to zero it, and I couldn't hear the clicks, and you very faintly could feel the clicks, and I don't like that. That's a huge pet peeve for me, so I always like to test out the audibility as well as how tactile those clicks are. So let's be quiet for a second, see if we can hear it. Very nice audible clicks. I really like that. Very tactile. I know y'all can't feel through the camera, so y'all gonna have to take my word for it on this one. You can definitely feel those clicks a great deal. And on the side here, you have your adjustments for the brightness settings on that reticle. And I like to always test these as well too, because, you know, sometimes you get those spongy buttons where it doesn't give you any real click confirmation. So I always like the buttons to kind of be tactile and, you know, audible as well too. So let's listen off of that. Very nice. See, that's that confirmation that, you know, the buttons are engaging and they are working. So if there's a malfunction in the reticle or the optic itself, you know, there's the projector. Now, again, this is a 1 MOA red dot. However, on the Gideon website, they have another variation of this, which is called the Judge. That one's coming in at a 3 MOA. So say, you know, 1 wasn't enough, but you still liked this particular red dot, you could get this in a 3 MOA configuration. And as you can see on the website, they are currently running a sale. Things are very nicely priced, very competitive pricing, and you can see they got a nice selection to choose from different red dots that can, you know, kind of go back and forth between long guns and pistols as well too, as well as concealed carry all the way into the competition shooting space. So they got you covered there, so I like that. So in the two models that were sent to me, they do come in two different color options as far as the reticle. You can choose from green or red. So depending on what your preference is, you have that option there. Now, I'm not too big on the circle dot. I'm more so just like a dot sight. However, it doesn't bother me. And if the circle dot is your preference, then man, you are in business. The reticle is very crisp, as well as there's no bloom of the reticle. The projection is very clear and there's little to no glare at all. So that just really makes for some very accurate shots. Now, as far as the battery goes, it takes a pretty common battery, which is a CR1632. I got some other red dots that take that battery as well. So that's pretty cool because it's not a super exclusive battery, as well as it's super convenient to swap out the battery. I either prefer the side tray or a top loading battery for replacement, and Gideon has covered that, doing the top mounted tray for the battery placement so that you're able to swap that thing out without removing the red dot, man, because that's a pain in the butt when you got to remove the red dot just to swap out the battery. And in doing so, what that also does is allow you to not have to go through re-zeroing the optic itself. So because it's still mounted, it's going to hold zero. All you got to do is just unscrew the little tray lid there, pop another battery in, lock it down, and you are good to go. Both of these have the shake awake feature, which I really like. I really don't like having to manually shut off and turn on my optics, because sometimes I forget the battery dies that way. And also too, in the heat of a moment, in a high stress situation when you want to get to your firearm, I want this red dot to just turn on without me having to have an added step to get my gun in the fight. So I like that. So it does have the shake awake technology, as well as it has a super cool secondary feature, which is the auto engaging low power mode. And what that does is help preserve the battery, stretching this thing out to 50,000 hours of service use. Now, I don't know how true that is.
Now let me tell you something. If I tell you a duck could pull a truck, then shut the up.
That's just what they advertised on the site. Both the Rock and Alpha mimic the standard RMR footprint, so you're able to slap this thing straight out the box onto your firearm with no problems. Another thing I like a great deal is that it comes with this 1913 rail mount. So this allows you to just stretch out the versatility of this red dot. Say you wanted to run it on your shotgun for some home defense, or you wanted it to just be a co-witness to just be able to get some accurate shots, you can do so. It mounts on the shotgun rail, no problem. You can run it on your rifles as a primary, or you can run it as an angled secondary sight as well too. Works no problem, mounts up super easy, as well as all of your standard Picatinny mounts on your PCCs. So I really like that. I mean, Gideon really kind of covered that base as well. So you're getting max usage out of their red dots, and that's what I like, without having to go buy any type of adapters or any type of additional parts that may or may not be compatible with the optic. They're already sending that out in the box. All right, now these optics are waterproof and as well as shock proof, so I think that's dope as well too. You never know when you might get caught in the rain, or if you drop your firearm, whatever, you don't have to worry about it compromising the red dot itself. And plus, even if it does, say it's defective, because things do happen. Let's just be real. Things do happen even to your top, more reputable name brands. Things happen. One thing I like is when companies get behind their product and provide a warranty. Gideon is offering a 3-year warranty on their products, which I think is dope. And they cover it just about anything except for intentional damage. All right, so if anything happens under the sun, you get a defective product, or say you dropped it by accident, whatever the case is, 3-year warranty, you're covered with that. So far so good, man. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by the feel of it. I love the way the sight picture looks. I love how easy it is to mount. I like the competitive pricing of it. Another thing I like that I just want to mention before we close out this video is, because the sight kind of sits up and I like to co-witness my sights, the Gideon Rock model provides you with some rear sight prongs that allow you to co-witness with your front sight. So you're still getting that co-witness while still aiming through the reticle. So I really like that. All in all, family, to just be real with y'all, man, I'm really impressed by it. Just off first impressions. Again, I still got to get this thing to the range to make sure it holds zero, as well as take it through, some normal wear and tear, some table racks with it, drop it, as well as, simulate some rain by pouring some water on it to just see how well it holds up. So stay tuned, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Comment down below if you already have some Gideon products, or if you were just simply interested in Gideon products, man. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, man, and turn on those post notifications so you'll know when I post my next video, because I will be getting this bad boy to the range to see how she performs, all right? But until the next time, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.
Locked in, this guy playing, I ain't moving off whim. Full steam ahead, ain't no sign of stopping. Always give my all everywhere that I've been. Million ways to get it, trying to say I'm locked in.